right, let me take my seat here. Let's have some sense of visual at least. Hello, my name is Conception. This is going to be a submission video for Rock Band 4 Expert Pro Drums as a showcase. You probably already have some questions, so let me try and get them out of the way up front. First, you can't really see. You can see my face now, but I'm playing on an actual electronic drum set using it's a MIDI drum set that uses an adapter called a Rolled Limitless that plugs right into the console. So in terms of setup, this would be no more difficult essentially than plugging in a console, because this acts just as one big giant controller. Obviously, I'd be responsible for getting all the drums and everything set up and on the stage ready to go, but there isn't a lot of extra tech that goes into it beyond plugging a USB into a console that I'll also bring myself. Second, the music licensing issue is probably something you might be thinking of right away. The tracks that will be featured here as a part of this showcase are all music that is part of bands that consist of Harmonix staff members, at least at the time of this game's production in 2014, 2015. I am of confidence after speaking with members of Epic Games staff who own Harmonix that there will be no copyright issues and no claiming issues on these tracks whatsoever. Obviously, there is tracks within the game that are of copyright issue, but we're not going to be showcasing or utilizing any of those at all. We're only going to be featuring music from those Harmonic staff member bands. This showcase right now, as planned, is roughly 45 minutes. I have an incentive plan that could add an extra 10-15 for a track that is 12 plus minutes long and is also very difficult to play. But for the base level of this showcase, it's going to be roughly 45 minutes with opportunities to talk in between songs. It's in one consistent set list here prepared for us. I'll be finalizing the order of this music more as we get closer to the event if it's selected. But for now, these are at least the 9 songs that I'm considering putting on with an additional 10th incentive that I'll submit in a separate video. Without further ado, this is going to be Expert Pro Drums. It's going to be showcasing a lot of different styles of music, a lot of different techniques, a lot of mixed meter stuff, and utilizing actual drum set play as well. So hope you enjoy it. We're going to be kicking it off with a song called Night Lies by Ben Camaro. All right. Yep. So that was Night Lies. It's a song by Ben Camaro. That one features, it's pretty standard kind of 4/4-ish rock, kind of heavy rock a little bit. Showcases a lot of like fluidity between the toms and the bass drum, which I like, but it also serves as a nice little kind of introduction, sampler platter as to what we're going to be experiencing throughout the showcase. For the next song gets a little bit more complicated right away. By the way, what our goal is going to be as part of the showcase as well is, as you can see here, I got 5 stars, but also gold stars, which means that I kind of essentially earned a 6-star to the point that they've rewarded me extra. We're going to be essentially going for 99, 98s to 100% on every song, enough to get that gold star metric. Ideally, we are able to do that. There are some challenging stuff in this set list that will probably prove to be, giving me a little bit of trouble, but at the very least, we'll be 5-starring stuff and with the goal of goal-hitting everything. Next, we're going to feature, this is a band that is one of my favorite names, which is Honest Bob and the Factory to Dealer Incentives. Incredible band name, but this song is also just very fun, very catchy, and also quite difficult on the drums, so enjoy.
Fingers where they are, and every time I see your face, I wanna touch it, and I know
Honest Bob and the Factory to Dealer Incentives. Yeah, that's fun. That song is super fun. It features a lot of things. It has a lot of tempo changes in it, which I find very interesting, especially from a drum perspective, as an instrument that primarily drives tempo. So we have to not only be aware of that just in a drummer sense, but also this is a rhythm game. So not only do we have to worry about the tempo change, we have to be exact, which is always very fun. Also, just has a lot of really mixed meter and interesting patterns. That opening pattern that's very fast on the hi-hat and the snare is very fun. Also really tricky with the bass drum. Kind of have to separate your limbs there. And then also, yeah, that mixed meter, that mixed meter kind of sections in the middle. It's like, just a lot of weird stuff that kind of can twist your brain around if you're not super familiar. All right, next song on the docket is another great song title, which is called What's Your Favorite Dinosaur by the Main Drag. This is a very challenging song, one of the most challenging ones on the set list, so hopefully we can get the gold and showcase the talent. There's a lot going on here. We'll talk about it after the song starts. Ooh, okay. Squeaked out the gold, which is really good there, with a personal best at the end too. That song is very challenging. Tons of fills in there, tons of weird little roll things, tons of weird little asynchronous beats on the toms, followed by a weird, strange solo in the middle, full of bass drum and all over the set. which is definitely the most challenging part of the song, especially if you fall off. I fell off a little bit in there, but it happens. It's a very challenging song. We were still able to get the gold there. A lot of mixed meter in this one too, which is another reason why I find this one to be so interesting. All right, next one. I gotta be honest, it's a very fun song and it has a fun beat, but I picked it primarily because I'm hoping that everyone in the crowd is gonna shout about how much they're trash.
As long as you live under my roof, you'll be playing by my rules. And you're out of your mind if you think that you're wearing that to school. We're trash. Oh yeah. We're trash. Hell yeah. We're trash. We're trash. I was talking to this guy who was on talking something about Robitussin, and I was like, what the f? Let's go to the dump. We're trash. Oh yeah. We're trash. Hell yeah. We're trash. We're trash. Come on, come on, come on, trash candy. As long as you live under my roof, you'll be playing by my rules. We're trash.
All right. Are you trash? Am I trash? I think we're all trash. Just a really fun little quick punk song there. Has a fun little pattern between the snare and the floor tom throughout most of it, which I find fun. I will admit I'm a little bummed because I was 100%ing that right until the very end, but that's okay. 99% in gold star is still plenty good for me. But yeah, just a nice little punk song that I think people will enjoy and get off their asses for. So it's going to be a good time. To go into a little bit of a like heavier metal, kind of grungy, kind of old school metal feel to it, we're going to be doing a song called "Get Clean" by Anarchy Club next.
Tells me
All right. So if you were paying close attention to that song, it might seem like, at least in terms of hands, it's a little on the easier side. But one of the main reasons why I picked the song as part of the showcase is to show where difficulty can lie in the drums outside of your hands. What makes this song quite on the difficult side, as you can see, it was a 5-star rating on the Rock Band system, is the not only the hands part of it, which is largely simple-ish patterns in different meters, but how the bass drum plays with the hands. It's a lot of weird patterns. It's a lot of bass drum independence and carrying the beat and the rhythm with the bass drum as opposed to with your hands, which I find very interesting, especially for a song in this genre. All right, next song here. So far, so good on the gold stars thing as well, which is great. We are moving on to another one of the hardest songs in the showcase, which is going to be a song called Outside by Tribe. All right, small breather after that one, because what makes this song challenging, as you could have seen at the beginning of the song, it actually had what is called in the game impossible difficulty, which is 5 stars, but with the kind of those demon devil heads there. And what makes that song challenging is not only is that pattern that we see pretty predominantly throughout the song challenging on its own in terms of coordinating your hands and the bass drum, but that is a challenge of endurance in this song. This is a fast pattern that has to be sustained through roughly 4 to 5 minutes. So it's challenging more on your body than it is on your mind, or in terms of the patterns, at least once you have the pattern down. Like I said, it is a little bit tricky. Once you get it down, it is there for good. You just have to work on the endurance. All right, next we got a very fun song called Signs by Giant Target. Okay, the challenge on this song is a little twofold. One, it's a very short song, which means that you have a lot less opportunity to build your score up enough to get to that gold star metric. Luckily, we were able to do that. The second thing that makes this song difficult is the tempo, especially in those bridge sections that lead up to the chorus. You might have seen like a pattern of red and blues and reds, that pattern throughout. It's a very fast pattern. It's also very hard to stay in tempo because that pattern is not only difficult to maintain, but it has an offbeat bass drum. So that means you have to be kind of mindful of every beat in that pattern and keep it up specifically with that tempo, which is also very fast and challenging. But luckily we were able to eke out the gold star here. 2 more songs remain in this challenge, showcase rather. The next one is going to be Can't Let Go, which is by a band called Death of the Cool.
Picked me up and cleaned me up and taught me self-respect. Made a mistake. you'll be mine. I know it, I know it, I know it. And yeah, someday we'll be together. Someday you'll be mine. All I have is can't let go. No, no, can't let go. No, no, can't let go. No, no, can't let go.
Every single time I play this song, I forget there is a finale option in this one, which is that big, colorful thing that pops up right at the end. That actually has been in the game since Rock Band 1 as kind of like that big finish moment that some songs have built into it. This song is great for a lot of reasons. It has a lot of funky patterns in it. It is very bass drum led. It's mixed rhythm, especially at the end where we get a lot of those like bass drum rhythms that we've been seeing throughout the song, mixed in with a couple of tom fills on every kind of other bar there, which I think is very interesting. Yeah, it just the song just has a lot of uniqueness, and it kind of has that like little bit of that stinky feel to it. It's very fun. Uh, Quite enjoy this one as well. Still trucking along with the gold stars. All right, we have one last song, which arguably might be the hardest one in the set list. It also, if you're familiar with Rock Band, you know that there are solo sections for instruments. Oftentimes this is guitar, in rock music, guitar solos are very prominent. You don't see much else. This is a rare occasion within the game, at least, that there is a drum solo actual section in it. So we're going to be attempting to try to do as best as we can. It is quite a hard solo. It has a lot of notes in it, so we're gonna be doing our best. But enjoy the final song of the showcase, which is called "The Heist" by DNA's Evolution.
It'll be just like taking candy from a baby.
Let's roll.
All right, and at the conclusion of that song, that would be time for the main showcase here. Let me see if we can pop this up a little bit so you can actually see my face. Hopefully you can. I think you might be able to see me now. Yeah. So, yeah, this is Rock Band 4. Again, these are all, a pro drums expert showcase live on an actual electronic drum set, featuring songs that would avoid copyright issues in terms of VODs and live streaming, with consultation from Harmonix and Epic Games staff. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a nice showcase in terms of genres, in terms of techniques, in terms of skills that come with drums. And if you ever have any questions about how the tech setup works or anything about that, just let me know. I'm all ears. But thanks for watching. Thanks for considering, and we'll see you next time.